Hey everybody, Tom Barnes. Stories from the 78 here in the Logan Square neighborhood at a new bar called Roundhouse Bar with an homage. I mean, if you think about it, what does that look like to you? Homage to Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's what this bar is. It combines like the best of what like traditional sports bars have with Asian food, and they have like a kung fu room in the back, and it's an homage to like, you know, hanging out on a Sunday, being a little hungover, having some Chinese takeout, mix it with, I don't know, Italian beef. Maybe Italian beef, fried rice. They have that here. I'm not kidding. Scott and his brother designed this place. They opened this place here in Logan Square right off of Milwaukee Avenue. So I'm just going to give you a little roundabout here. But I'm going to talk to him now for this story from the 78, just blocks away from the Logan Theater in downtown right there. So let's go inside and let's have a drink. All right, inside Roundhouse Sports Bar. I'm here with the owner, Scott Horwitch. How you doing, Scott?
Very good, very good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Welcome to the Logan Square neighborhood. You guys been here since about January?
Yeah, late January, early February. I think we're going into week 8. Rookies, as we say. Yeah.
But right here, you got like a primo spot, though, like right on Milwaukee Avenue.
Yep.
Just south of the big intersection in Logan.
That's right. Yeah.
And what should people expect when they come here? And what's the name? Like, because it's very distinctive. I think that silhouette from maybe a movie or two, but I'll let you get into it.
So when you walk through the doors here, the idea is for it to just to be, which is sort of ironic, but a kickass sports bar.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what we're going with. A really fun spot to watch sports in a really iconic neighborhood. And the name Roundhouse, it originates from my love for kung fu movies when I was a kid, watching them with my brother and my dad. And fast forward a few years from then, my brother and I were living above a bar that we both worked at. And on Sundays, we would watch sports, mostly football. Hungover, we would order Chinese food. And fast forward even further, talking about opening a concept, my brother Daniel's like, hey, we should do something where that's sports and Chinese food together. What do you think about that? Try it on. And in about a minute, my brain went to, man, what do I love about what my brother's talking about, right? I love Chinese food. That makes perfect sense. I love kung fu movies. We are huge kung fu fans. Our favorite movie growing up is called Bloodsport.
Yeah, a little Jean-Claude Van Damme, right?
Of course, man, the one and only. And he's famous for the roundhouse kick, right? And immediately my brain went to roundhouse. That's got to be the name. It's easy. It rolls off. And people are familiar with it. Not only that, it's very close to the greatest bar movie ever, which we talked about, which is Roundhouse with Patrick Swayze. So it all just kind of clicked and the light bulb went on. And then from there, immediately I was like, logo, got to be Van Damme somehow, some way. And so the logo is actually a silhouette of Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a roundhouse kick.
And then the whole sports bar and the Asian food, not really a thing, not like outright, but you guys are doing it, and you've done it, and you infused it with like typical bar food, like with like beef sandwiches and egg rolls and cheeseburger egg rolls and fried rice. Explain the different types of things that you have that really make you guys pop out from everybody else.
So the entire menu was built around this idea of infusing your sort of typical Chicago street food, bar stuff, hot dogs, burgers, Italian beefs, with the idea of kind of that Asian fusion twist, kind of a funky take on kind of the Chinese takeout sort of thing, right? And we sort of settled on this really fun idea of Italian beef, fried rice, right? Italian beef mixed with giardiniera, mixed with fried rice, kind of just sort of that takeout favorite. Interviewed 1 or 2 or 3 different chefs, found a chef, our chef Ariel came in, made Italian beef fried rice, which you see right here, fantastic. We're like, oh my God, hit it out of the ballpark. Where do we go from here? How do we continue on this fun trend of some staples with twists? Cheeseburger egg rolls was another one. Mongolian beef nachos was another.
Which, by the way, I gotta break it for a second. That Mongolian beef is ridiculous.
So we'd never heard of anything.
I'm just to give it a little up. All of this is, but you were talking about it specifically. We'll get to that in a second. But
we will.
The food is fantastic.
Thank you. We're super excited about it. We've never heard of anything like it before, and you never want to reinvent the wheel. But when you have such a talented chef like we do, in a neighborhood like Logan Square, it kind of gives you the opportunity to sort of think outside the box.
Sure.
And that's kind of
how
this
exactly
whole
what
thing
this is.
has come about, and that's what we're going to continue to maintain, is kind of doing things a little bit outside the box and having a lot of fun with it.
And it goes with the decor. It's all sports. I mean, you have trophies, right? Like right here on the table, you have trophies all over the place.
Yeah.
With the theme of sports everywhere: basketball hoops, dartboards.
Yep.
Even in the back, you have, if you want to call them sport, you have tigers. And what was in the back that you had? Because that's like the spillover room, but the decor in there brings me back to like a retro vibe, which is awesome, and all the bar stools and everything.
Yeah.
Totally like this retro cool vibe that you guys have.
So
going on.
the idea for Sports Bar in Logan Square was that we wanted something that feels familiar for the neighborhood because people are so loyal here, and we wanted to make sure that we honor that in a certain way. And so we wanted to kind of create a space that feels like it's been here for a long time, but again honors sort of that Logan Square aesthetic, right? And what you see is a lot of different nods to sports, but not Chicago sports specifically.
No,
we
that's
are
the
all
difference.
very
I love it.
diehard.
Yeah.
Cubs fans, Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks, of course. White Sox, anything. So, but in here, we wanted it to feel a little bit more inclusive, right? You've got dartboards, you've got tennis rackets, you've got trophies from all over the place, martial arts.
And that's a big spot in the back, all martial arts. You got a whole
martial
wall
arts in the back,
in
yeah.
comic books.
Yeah,
I've never
comic
seen
books,
a martial arts comic book in a bar ever, and I've been in a lot of bars.
Thanks, man.
Well done.
It's nostalgia. And the whole thing was about my brother and I doing something when we were younger and sort of continuing that into the fabric of what this place is. And that includes the vinyl chairs,
Yeah.
right? That takes you back to bowling alleys as a kid or roller rinks as a kid. And so I wanted to make sure that we check those boxes coming in here, and because it feels comfortable for everybody, not just your diehard sports fan. Anybody can come in here and be comfortable watching the sports that we have on the TVs, and that could be a number of different things: boxing, MMA, basketball, baseball, football, F1, WrestleMania, WWE, all kinds of fun stuff. We're fans of it all, and the idea was, if you're fans of sports, come in and watch it, and we'll have it for you here.
Yeah, and you definitely do. Plenty of space in here to relax and sample a drink and just really immerse yourself in the old school vibe. I love that, though, on the Kung Fu wall that you have like random movie, homages to that time, like Time Cop. The one with the 3 kids in it.
Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum, 3 ninjas.
3 ninjas, thank you.
Yeah, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninjas. It was just, I went through these old Kung Fu magazines, and I was like, what are some of my favorite movies? And lo and behold, there's different articles and things about a lot of these movies. Karate Kid's back there.
Yeah.
A lot of Van Damme stuff, old Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, all the things that you think of. And it was a lot of fun to sort of put this collage wall in the space in the back that sort of honor all those great movies that we loved growing up.
A lot of fun. And really quick before we're done, you guys are open 7 days a week, right?
6 days a week.
6 days a
Closed
week.
on Mondays, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Mondays. I always forget about Monday. But closed. But for the big events that you guys have, you don't charge cover
Nope.
to come watch any of this stuff. But you might want to make a reservation if it's a big event, right? Just to have a little spot in here.
We always recommend making reservations beforehand just to secure your spot here, especially for big sporting events like March Madness, Super Bowl, World Series, some of the bigger fights that we have that we show here. But at the end of the day, we have plenty of space here. So even walk-ins are welcome, of course. We got a patio coming soon. We've got the main bar. We've got a back room. So like I said, there's going to be room. But if you can make a reservation, that would be a lot easier.
What's the website people should go to look up some more stuff?
RoundhouseChicago.com.
Fantastic. And go again real quick. What we're looking at here is
You've got the Mongolian Beef nachos here.
Yeah.
You've got the chicken lettuce wraps here, which are excellent.
Show me how you even eat that thing, because
I don't know if there's any right way or wrong way to eat it, but
pound it in there, huh?
you just get in there with your hands, right? You have a little fun with it. You load it up. Put a little lime on there. A couple of jalapenos.
Yeah, well, you're gonna go big or not, right?
To kick, soften it with maybe a little bit of the mint here.
Again, things that you would not normally see at a Chicago sports bar,
Cilantro.
but
Then you kind of just roll it up, Don't be shy.
no,
Then you go ahead and
not to put you on a yeah. And you just take care of it there, and then you also have the cheeseburger egg roll.
Cheeseburger egg rolls here. The Italian beef fried rice, which is, again, kind of what this whole thing is about.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before until here. Flipping phenomenal.
Neither have we.
Phenomenal.
Got to come in and try it.
Yeah.
And here we have our pork dumplings, which we're really excited about for our happy hour as well.
Yeah. Hey, you did that. You did well. I didn't tell you were going to do that. You did that, chewing the whole thing, didn't even miss a beat. I would have just screwed that whole thing up. So Scott, thank you for letting me come here
Thank
and
you for
hanging
coming.
out. Yeah,
our
people
pleasure.
need to come by 6 days a week, not open on Mondays,
That's
but every other day here. What time you guys open?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. All right, so you heard it. That's Scott right there, 5 p.m. TomBarneyChicago@gmail.com. If you have a suggestion for a story from the 78, or go to the website storiesfromthe78.com, and you can get a little bit of this. We didn't even talk about the music, man, but the music on par as well for
Thank you.
all this nostalgia. Well
Next
done,
time.
sir. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.